Nacho Fernandez and gave River the lead.
I thought that foul was a little bit closer to the box.
4 on the wall for Armani. The strike this on goal. It's instead looped into the edge of the 6. Larrivé makes contact, but could not get it goal bound.
And right behind Larrivé was Juan Porteño. It's a beautiful ball, right towards the spot. Larrivé, just with a glancing header, can't get enough meat on it. And Juan Porteño unmarked behind him. River Plate getting away with one. Poor marking from the Argentines.
Here's Fernandez. It's the right idea, that early ball. Looking for the run at the near post. Fernandez with a second chance to deliver here. That's dealt with by Patiño. Goes for Palacios from a long way out. It's loose now at the heart of the box. Wave his arms, waving off any appeal for a penalty, but he would have gotten the instruction from the VAR official, Rafael Klaus.
And the ball looked like it took a slight deflection on the shot, so even if there was a handball, I know the rule has changed, but the distance plays a part in the decision.
And would it be a done? Larrivé throwing his body into the aerial challenge. Carrizo not able to squeeze it across, and once again De La Cruz recovers for River. Man of the half. There's De La Cruz, and he's brought down by Federico Carrizo from behind. And De La Cruz taking exception. This could be trouble. Was that a push from Santi Arzamendia onto De La Cruz?
Well, as Federico Carrizo goes down after pushing De La Cruz, there seems to be a little swing of the elbow. That's what De La Cruz reacts to with his own swing in return. And then the handbags come out.
Well, it was a reaction by Arzamendia that I'm most interested to see if it'll be punished. He seems to push De La Cruz to the ground immediately. Armani way away from his goal at the moment to try and calm things down. Feisty opening half in Argentina.
Well, this is going to be reviewed. The captains are going to have a conversation with the ref. Just take a look. When Carrizo falls, he seems to swing an elbow. And then right there, De La Cruz goes down very easily, whether there's contact with his face or not. A little bit of gamesmanship.
This is going to be a free kick, and they'll wipe their hands with it.
And we're better for it, because we don't want to see anybody getting a red card in a game like this, at this stage of the competition.
Well, Victor Carrillo will have a word with the two players involved, De La Cruz and Carrizo.
Yellow cards
more
for
than
both.
A word. Yellow for you, yellow for you. So Carrizo in the book, so too is De La Cruz.
Right decision, I think, from Victor Hugo Carrillo. Temper the tempers. Just before the half.
Back on their way now to Martinez Cuarta. Rojas raffled forward, only as far as Arzamendia. Montiel. Palacios gets rid of it quickly. And again, now Nacho Fernandez. Castro. Good touch from Espinola as he recovers for Cerro.
He's been pretty solid so far.
Martinez Cuarta. Palacios. Pasco not able to reach it. This may be a chance for Cerro to counter. That's cut out by Palacios, the man who had lost the ball initially, recovers from River.
Those River Plate players are inexhaustible. The way they chase the ball carrier is so impressive. And in this system, which is, in terms of formation, a pretty defensive one, you're expecting your central midfielders to do a lot of running, and they've done that. Ezequiel Palacios, Enzo Perez, Fernandez, and De La Cruz just ahead of them.
Russo's had that same look on his face from the opening whistle.
Almost a look of resignation.
Well, he said he knew it would be tough, but that River were not unbeatable in the lead up to this one. In some ways, it was against Miguel Ángel Russo that River Plate came to life in this Libertadores. Remember, they had drawn their first 3 games in the group stage and then won 3-0 against Russo's Alianza Lima,
before guaranteeing their spot against a plucky Palestino.
And this could produce another yellow. He has gone to the pocket. So Matias Suarez draws the foul, wins a free kick, and this will be a yellow for Patiño for that elbow coming up. That's the 4th yellow card to a Cerro Porteño player, plus De La Cruz. It's 5 yellows shown in this opening half.
It's well warranted. Clearly sticks out his elbow. I think he's a little annoyed that Matias Suarez was swatting at him as well. Defend the set piece properly and go into the locker room at the half just a goal down.
Again, 4 minutes added on. Until at least the end of the 49th. Muñeco had questions about VAR. That's looped in by De La Cruz. Punched away. A strong punch by Carrizo. And the foul given Carrizo's way.
It was a fantastic punch. Doesn't seem like he had to jump very far. Took out a player as well.
Gallardo was wondering why that was a yellow and not a red for the elbow, considering it was high up toward the head of Mati Suarez, and saw him there asking what do we have VAR for. I think he wanted him to take a second look to see if maybe that should have been a red against Patiño.
Yeah.
Yellow seemed to be the right decision.
I think that would have been way too harsh. This coming from a manager who defied a touchline ban in last year's competition semifinals.
Now given this time against Enzo Perez, and once again the yellow card is out of the pocket of Victor Carrillo, and this will be a costly one for Perez if it is the number 24. Enzo Perez already had a couple of yellow cards in this knockout stage. One more would mean an automatic 1-game suspension. Lunging in from behind that time, Perez.
Didn't quite see what happens after the lunge. Does he kick him as he's getting up? Moot point, yellow card given to the former Valencia man.
And so he'll miss the second leg as well. Both the and will be absent. The good news, should River Plate advance, is that it would wipe the yellows clean for Enzo Perez ahead of a potential semifinal, potentially against Boca Juniors. The bad news is it's only 1-0 in the first leg, and there's a lot of football left in this tie.
And looking for his 3rd Libertadores title. Now I'm going to make up a percentage on the spot, but I would argue that every Cerro Porteño ball in the opposition half, not every, 80% of them, there's my percentage, have been in the air. Hardly anything has been played on the ground. For you statisticians out there, do the math and let me know.
Senaedo had it pulled free. This will be a throw for Cerro. Final few seconds on these 4 minutes added on.
I didn't seem too confident about my statistic, Trey.
Well, you said you were going to make it up. Whoa. Shot flashing over the bar by Nelson Aedo. So look at that earlier handball appeal. And that will do for the opening half. It has been an eventful 45 minutes at the Monumental. River Plate up a goal to nil. The penalty scored by Ignacio Fernandez after 8 minutes was the defending champions in front.
Lowe's is kicking off Labor Day savings early to help you get a jump start on your projects, like up to 40% off select appliances. And Valspar Paint Plus Primer starting at $19.98 a gallon. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's.
So what's SeatGeek? Well, if you're looking for the best deals for tickets to concerts, festivals, shows, sporting events, you name it, SeatGeek helps you get the most bang for your buck. You see, the cheapest seats aren't always the best deal. That's why SeatGeek created DealScore. DealScore rates all the available tickets so that you can see the good, the bad, and even the ugly. This way you spend less time comparing prices and more time enjoying the show. Go to SeatGeek.com or download the app and use code TV for $20 off your first purchase today.
When you rent a car on Turo, you're renting from a real person. No shuttle rides, no waiting in line, and no wandering a car lot. This is better than your typical car rental. This is Cerro. Download the app today.
No! It can't be. I'm not ready. I do spin class. What? The refrigerator? Oh, come on. Do you know how much this cost me? You're killing me. Let me rephrase that.
Your refrigerator, air conditioner, water heater will all die sometime. When they do, your homeowner's insurance won't cover them. Be sure your budget's protected with an American Home Shield home warranty. We help cover the cost to repair or replace components of your systems and appliances, no matter their age. Limitations and exclusions apply. Home systems and appliances will eventually die. Count on American Home Shield to get you back up and running.
Oh, the air conditioner, too?
Be sure your budget's protected. For free information, call 1-800-987-3989. That's 1-800-987-3989. Be sure with the Shield. American Home Shield.
BN Sports, home of Copa Sudamericana, quarterfinals, first leg, Corinthians, Fluminense. Today, live and exclusive on BN Sports. Nothing can be taken for granted. The race for the championship is still on. GoPro British Grand Prix, MotoGP, Great Britain, Round 12. Saturday on BN Sports. Diego Simeone's squad took the world by storm when Morata pulled off a stunning win.
Trippier sends in the cross. Morata! Atletico Madrid lead, and it was Kieran Trippier with a pinpoint cross. Perfectly placed for Alvaro Morata.
Now, los colchoneros face off with Leganés in a Sunday showdown. Leganés versus Atlético de Madrid, Sunday on BN Sports.
Síguenos en la pantalla de BN Sport.
Welcome into your Express halftime report. There's a lovely look at the Monumental in Buenos Aires, where River Plate leads Cerro Porteño a goal to nil, thanks to an early penalty converted by Nacho Fernandez after just 8 minutes. Let's take a look back, a warm embrace between two managers with a great history together, Gallardo and Russo, and also former teammates, Carrizo and El Muñeco Gallardo. This was the moment that changed the match early on. The yellow, or rather a straight red, a penalty given after review. Nothing given at first. Play was allowed to continue, and then VAR turns it into a chance from the spot.
It was a good call in the end. Ignacio Fernandez would step up and put the spot kick away with panache. It was a full throttle start from River and put Cerro Porteño on their heels, and they had a lot of trouble recovering. This ball into Matias Suarez from Santos Boré is perfection, but the first and second touches from Suarez are not, and that allows Juan Pablo Carrizo to make a save. Beautifully timed run, but check out that first touch off the heel. The second one takes him into a difficult angle, and El Muñeco Gallardo knows that they missed a great opportunity.
Oh, he was ready to celebrate. Then 10 minutes from the halftime break, the ball swung in by De La Cruz. No one able to get there at the back post. Montiel was closest. So Nacho Fernandez's 8th-minute penalty, the difference so far in this first leg. River up 1-0 at the break.
Lowe's is kicking off Labor Day savings early to help you get a jump start on your projects, like up to 40% off select appliances. And Valspar Paint Plus Primer starting at $19.98 a gallon. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's.
This is something big.
This is something bigger.
That is big.
Not as big as that.
Sure, that's big.
That's bigger.
Big!
Bigger.
Big.
But that's bigger. Wow. Big. So much bigger. This is big. But that's... Well, you got this.
I saved hundreds when I switched my car insurance to Geico. This is how it made me feel. It was like that feeling when you pull your green sock out of the dryer, and then the very next sock is the other green one. And then you pull out 2 blue ones. And you keep going till you've matched every single sock in perfect order. And the owner of the laundromat is so impressed, he hangs a picture of you next to the dryer.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Lowe's is kicking off Labor Day savings early to help you get a jump start on your projects, like up to 40% off select appliances. And Valspar Paint Plus Primer starting at $19.98 a gallon. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's.
Saturday. The best soccer is here. Real Madrid versus Valladolid. La Liga on beIN Sports. This isn't just another soccer show. This is a soccer obsession. This is where we eat, sleep, soccer, repeat. The who, what, when, where, how of the beautiful game. Highlights, we got it. Replays, we got it. Analysis, got that too. The Soccer Extra, weekends on beIN Sports. Win a trip to Paris and a pair of tickets to watch PSG live in the historic Parc des Princes. Just log on to BeinPSGSweepstakes.com. Fill out the form and get ready to win.
Brilliant!
Every week from now till September 14th, we'll be giving away PSG jerseys and an exclusive fan pack. Winner will be announced on the weekend of September 13th.
Absolute astonishing, jaw-dropping genius!
Only on beIN Sports.
So it is halftime at the Monumental, 1-0 thanks to Nacho Fernandez converting the penalty after just 8 minutes. Possession in favor of the home side River. They've outshot Cerro Porteño 7-2, including the only 2 shots on target for the match, including the penalty converted by Nacho Fernandez. And so at the break, it's River with a slim advantage as we get ready for the second half coming up right after this.
Lowe's is kicking off Labor Day savings early to help you get a jump start on your projects, like up to 40% off select appliances. And Valspar Paint Plus Primer starting at $19.98 a gallon. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's.
The proud son of an immigrant father, John Hernandez found his own path through a field of smoke. When wildfires threatened communities, John jumped into danger, fighting through fear and fatigue until the fire was contained. John found his fighting spirit in one of the most dangerous jobs in the world, a job few are willing to do. Since 1925, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from, it matters what you're made of. Modelo, room for those with a fighting spirit.
Lowe's is kicking off Labor Day savings early to help you get a jump start on your projects, like up to 40% off select appliances. And Valspar Paint Plus Primer starting at $19.98 a gallon. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's.
Sunday. The best soccer is here. Barcelona versus Betis. La Liga on beIN Sports. When words are not enough, so you find that little bit of extra courage. You need to get physical. But you're going to be blinded by something far worse. Join us every Saturday to cheer the toughest wrestlers in the ring.
I'm gonna finish what I started.
A spectacular show you don't want to miss.
We'll bring more than enough fight.
Major League Wrestling on beIN Sports.